Funding for my program to become a better teacher was cut because I am a black man. And because the program that I was in is identified as diversity, equity, and inclusion, the federal funding for my program was cut. What program was I in? I was in the Create Residency Teacher Preparation Program at Georgia State University. Because this Create program was a diversity, equity, and inclusion program, the federal funding was cut at the influence of the current presidential administration. Now, I'm a black man that's answering a call to become a teacher. There is no way that we are going to have black men to go into the classroom without proper preparation. Now, the funding for my program was cut. Nobody asked me if it was effective or not. I did not get a survey from any federal agency asking me if the program was effective. And it has been very effective. I appreciate the coaches, the mentor teachers, my fellow cohorts. It has been an excellent program in allowing me to gain the experience, the training that I need to become a better teacher. But the funding was cut because we are diverse, we are seeking equity, and we are being inclusive in creating an environment that will bring justice to the inequities in American society through education. Now, I am not here to say about Trump. It's about justice. It's about equality. It's about being able to position, especially black men, because I believe in leading by example. If I want black men to be teachers, then I need to become a teacher. Then I need to be able to build a bridge that will help black men to become better teachers and to be able to better themselves so that we can be able to provide the presence that's needed for black sons. Because we are different as black men, as black males. We have a different vibe about ourselves that's different. Listen, an apple is not an orange. Different does not mean better than or lesser than. It's different. A pecan is not a walnut. But this message is about the funding being cut. And the cutting of the funding is being appealed by Georgia State University. And it's affected me because I really needed my stipend. I left my job teaching history at McNair Middle School so that I could focus on being a student. But now there is uncertainty in my life because funding was cut, that I needed that bridge to get me to the job when I completed my master's. That was the goal in my life. So now, as a first-class American citizen, I have rights. And for me, the cutting of the funding is a violation of my civil rights because I did not see due process of the law. I did not see equality in funding. And for me, I feel discriminated against because I'm a black man. And it would be different if someone asked me, how can the funding for this program be better allocated? That question was never asked to me. And as an American, we need well-trained teachers. If you go to the military, you will go through well-training to do the desired position that you're being placed to do. We need the same type of training for the classroom, for our children of America, especially as a black man, when at one time in this country, it was illegal for black people to read. White people don't have that history in America. They were never persecuted for trying to get into a school. Their children were never yelled at and spit upon because they wanted to get into a school. Now, we're talking about the 60s, this integration of schooling. Now, as we are in 2025, there's much work to be done in the field of education. Closing the Department of Education is not the answer. And if there is an answer to improving the Department of Education, then that answer lies in the people who are in the classrooms and the support specialists and administrators that support the teachers that are in the classroom. Not anybody in an office, whether it's a state office, a local office, or a federal office. They must listen to research that is driven by classroom teachers. Family, this conversation is to be continued. I love you. Peace, power, and prosperity to your life in everything that you do.